It's coffee time!
Good morning, guys. It is officially day 4 of our Buzzword Readathon, and today I think the vlog is gonna be a little bit shorter because I have way less time to film a little bit because you know, Thursdays I tend to do a lot of things. Also when I get home I have a lot of things to do, laundry and a lot of stuff, so I think this vlog might be a little bit shorter, so I hope you still enjoy it. Anyways, yesterday I had a really good reading day. I finished reading How I Live Now by Meg Rossoff, and I really enjoyed it, and I gave it a rating of 4, nearly 4.5 stars, because it was really good. And I decided also to pick up the next book, and I pick up one that it's from the ones that I have left, the one that feels it's gonna be the shortest, because I'm trying to get all of those out of the way during the week, which is when I have a little bit less time for reading, and that is why we took the car. And it's funny because I thought this was gonna be kind of like a fun contemporary kind of road trip thing, but it started kind of like a mystery thriller where something has happened, and it feels like one of those movies where they show you the end at the very beginning and then they go back in time so that you can see all the events that had led our main character to that situation that we got to see on the first pages. And that's kind of interesting. It's an interesting structure for this book, and I kind of really like the main character and his personality, and I'm really enjoying it more than I thought. So I'm on page, I think 67 or something like that, and then I passed out hard because I was so done. And even though I slept 7 hours last night, I was like so tired when my alarm sounded this morning. But show must go on. I have to go to work, and I think I'm gonna hit the gym today as well. And I think after that, you know, more work, coming home, same as always. That's the problem when I do these vlogs, like during the whole week, because my schedule tends to be pretty similar during the week, but the weekend is approaching, and you know, the weekend tends to be a little bit more interesting because I'm home and I'm just chilling home and doing things home, and then I can, you know, show you other things and talk to you about other things, and not just I'm going to work. I hope if you guys are participating in the readathon that you are also on track with your reading, and let me know if there's any book you've already read for this readathon that was really good. Let me know down below so that I can check it out. And the weather keeps up being weird. Like, we are right now at 0, which is even a bit colder than yesterday, but it says that later through the day we're gonna get until 16 or 17 degrees. Like, what am I even supposed to wear, people? So it's kind of like a weird weather situation that we have here in Germany. So I'm just trying to layer it up and so that I can take things off later when it gets hot. I don't know, you guys, it's just weird weather. Like, why am I doing here talking to you about the weather? Anyways, I'm going to catch up my bus now, and then my train, and I will see you at the office. When you have to leave for work, the hardest part is to leave these babies home. I'm gonna miss you. Gonna miss you. Every morning my heart breaks because I have to leave them and go to work. It's hard. Bye, baby. Huh? You're probably gonna be in the same position when I come back, let's be honest. Have a good nap. Alright guys, on the way to work. I don't know if you could see it on the footage, I've tried to, but there are bunnies again in the park. Always when spring is coming, there's so many cute bunnies here in this park. It's just adorable. There are also sometimes baby bunnies currently listening to Sarah Dessen's What Happened to Goodbye, and I'm really enjoying it. I mentioned in my other vlog, this is the first book by Sarah Dessen that I am reading. So since I'm liking it, if you guys know of any other of her books that are really good, or your favorite one maybe, if you have read multiple books from Sarah Dessen, then let me know down below which one is your favorite so that I can check it out. And in the past, I didn't read much romance. I was more of a person that would read more horror, maybe some sci-fi and fantasy. But you know, since I joined the booktube community, I'm reading a lot of different things, which is amazing because, you know, even though romance or contemporary wasn't a genre that I used to read, I'm finding a lot of books now that I'm really enjoying and really loving, and it's a different experience, and I think it's great. That's also why the booktube community is great, because you get to know about so many books that you would have not maybe come across otherwise, and you get recommendations from people that have totally different tastes, and it's just amazing. So if you have also any recommendation for a great romance book or a great contemporary, which is a genre that I have not read so much in the past, let me know down below as well. Good morning from the office. Let me get the computer started. So I just got to the office. I'm making coffee because that is priority number one. So we're making coffee. That's what you hear in the background. So I'm now on page 92 of Why We Took the Car, and it's very weird because I went into the book thinking it was, like I said before, this kind of fun road trip, but it is kind of like a weirder story. And it is this guy called Mike, and he's a teenager, and he's not very popular. He thinks himself that he's boring, and that's why nobody wants to hang out with him. So he ends up meeting this colleague from class that it's a really weird Russian dude, and I have to say, I think they got these Russian kind of stereotypes on point without overdoing it, and it's very funny, and he's kind of pushing him over his limits now a little bit, and it's a lot of fun. But like I said, the book started already with sort of like the end scene, so I am now really curious to see how we got there, what happened, and why did they took the car. So yeah, I'm enjoying it more than I thought. I picked this one up basically because it was nearly the only book I had with the word why that I could get fast for the Buzzword Readathon, and that it was short as well, because I didn't want to get, you know, all of the books for this week or 400 pages, because then I wouldn't have been able to read as many. So you know, it's one of the good things of these readathons. I probably would not have picked up this one maybe in a couple of years, maybe never, because just because it's on my wish list, it doesn't mean I'm gonna order it at some point, because I have like huge wish list in Amazon. I have even like subfolders and everything. Yeah, I might have a problem. But yeah, so that's what is cool to do these Buzzword Readathons, because then you end up picking random books either from your shelves or from your wish list on Amazon or other places that you would maybe not have picked up in the first place, and end up reading interesting books. And I hope that also some of the books that I'm going to be reading this week, maybe you have not heard of, and maybe you sparks your interest on reading them as well. That's also the nice thing about these reading vlogs, because when I watch people's readings vlogs, I also get like inspiration, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna read that book, or oh, I need to order that book, because I hear them talking about it, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, I want to read it. And that's how I've purchased some of my books as well, just by watching booktube videos, haven't we all? So yeah, I think I'm gonna be reading a little bit more of this one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish it today. We will see. I'm gonna try my best to read as much as I can today from this one. But what it's fact is, even if I don't finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow and start my 5th book tomorrow. So I'm gonna be right on track for my readathon goals, which is super nice. But I'm still gonna have 2 more books to read after this one. So I hope I can make it, because the other two, even though they're short, the lettering feels a little bit small, and I still want to be productive this weekend on other things that I have to do. But we will see, we'll see. So coffee has stopped brewing, so it's time to get this nice hot coffee, black strong coffee in the morning. When you take that first sip, man, that's the best feeling in the world. Like taking your first sip of coffee every morning, it's the best. It's time for the gym. You know, it's the time of the day, and since yesterday I only did shoulders, now I'm gonna hit triceps and biceps, and I look for a new kind of workout routine, combining all the exercises and throwing in some new ones to really shock the muscles. So let's go do it. Workout done, man. That was some good shit. I'm still also trying to get used to vlogging on the streets. The sun is out, so there's a lot of people outside, so bear with me while I swallow my pride and my shyness. So we trained biceps and triceps today, and I added some in the end I added some abs. I do that sometimes if I have some time left, and man, that was good. My biceps were so pumped. So I also read from where we took the car a little bit more, and I only have around 80 pages left, so I'm super on track with my reading for the readathon so far. And I don't know why, but it gives me a little bit of John Green vibes. I don't know if it's just because it's a road trip, but if you like John Green, maybe you would like this one. I mean, it's not like it reads the same, but it kind of gave me those vibes. So maybe if you like John Green, you will also enjoy this one, because I think the author is also putting the characters in some situations, you know, that they have to go through, that it kind of reminds me of what John Green does with his characters. So maybe you want to give it a try. So now it's time to go back to work, and I think I'm gonna get later I'm gonna go to Saturn and grab a couple of horror DVDs. I especially need to get Out, because I have not watched it and I feel like I need to, so I'll try to show you a little bit around there as well. Alright, so I finished work and it's time to go home, but I'm gonna stop quickly at the video store. I don't know if I'm allowed to film, so we will see, because I'm gonna go next Monday to watch Us by John Peel, and I'm super excited. It's one of my most excited horror releases for this year, and I've read that it's based on the same universe as Get Out, and some people are saying that it might have, you know, it might be connected. So I'm one of those people that have not watched Get Out yet, so I'm gonna go and grab a copy so I can watch it this weekend, because it's one of those movies from 2018 that I missed in the cinema and that I've been meaning to watch since, so we're gonna fix it this weekend. Alright you guys, so I'm back home and I couldn't film at my DVD store. It's mine. At the DVD store that I always go to. So I couldn't film because they had an event going on. They do these things sometimes, like bands go and play and sign autographs and things like that. And they had today, this is very like old school. They had, if you know the Kelly family, I don't know how many people know of this band. I remember seeing it in like boy bands magazines back in the 90s, but it's been a hot minute and apparently some of them still do music, so a couple of them were going to go today to perform and to be signing and stuff. So it was very busy and a lot of management around, so I didn't film, but I did get the last copy from Get Out, so we have it and I will be watching it this weekend, probably Saturday night, to be ready for Monday, which is when I'm gonna go watch Us. But I also felt the need to take with me this baby here, and this is the steelbook of Django Unchained, and I love Tarantino and I'm a sucker for steelbooks, and it was really cheap, well, compared to steelbook prices, so I had to grab it as well. I absolutely love this movie so much. And as for the reading, I have like 10 pages or so left from Why We Took the Car. Isn't it annoying when you're like reading your book on a train or something like that, and your stop comes and you have like 5, 10 pages, 20 pages, like the bare minimum left, and you cannot finish the book? It's very upsetting. The train should stop, allow you to finish the book, and then move forward. Like, that would be nice. So yeah, I'm gonna finish those like 10-ish pages that I have left. So far I'm really enjoying it. I can already tell you my feelings on the book. It is a very unexpected road trip adventure. Our main characters are 14 years old. And it is kind of like a crazy adventure. I did enjoy it. I think it has a nice pace when it comes to the reading. The characters are being thrown into a lot of different weird situations, and a lot of things get explained, of course, as well. So I felt like it was a very well-rounded book. And like I said earlier, if you like things by John Green, I mean, it's not the same because John Green has a very specific writing style. So maybe you want to try this one out if you like crazy road trips, unexpected kind of road trips, if you're looking for something like that. So now the plan is to finish the book, make dinner, which I'm gonna make very basic toast and beans probably, and then I'm gonna edit the vlog and upload it for you guys. Sorry this vlog was not as long as other ones, but I've been a little bit more, you know, busy today, but I still managed to finish a book, which I'm very proud of. So I'm gonna be choosing the next book tonight. I still have a lot of things to do today, so I don't know if I'm really gonna get really far into the new book, but at least, hey, I'm starting a new book today, which is always good. So that is the plan for today, and then upload this vlog so you can all check it out, guys. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Bye!